It's Friday, December 5th.
I was really hoping this council was going to make some tough decisions and say no.
Exasperation on council after the group fails to lower a proposed property tax increase.
He's not going to be back, I don't think.
Audio issues and hecklers. Many in the crowd for Dave Chappelle's Edmonton show call it a disaster. And the city is covered in ice this morning, making sidewalks and roads slippery for the commute. Your morning starts right now. Welcome to your Friday morning. Hopefully you're off to a great start to your day, but certainly the snow will have an impact. It's flying early and covering up all the ice out there after things froze in place last night, Corey. So the conditions not great out there.
Yeah, you want to be careful this morning. Don't try to be a hero and take things too fast. It's going to be quite tricky, especially around intersections, bridge decks, things like that. Everything snow covered this morning, and that's all that ice that was covered up, even on sidewalks. So do the Penguin Walk this morning. I've got your forecast coming up, which has a little bit more light snow in it for today. Snow tomorrow, and then slightly warmer on Sunday. Those details coming up in a short bit, Ken.
All right, thank you, Corey. Well, some councillors are frustrated after approving the city's budget. Property taxes are slated to jump 6.9%, more than was originally expected.
My constituents have clearly expressed that they cannot afford another tax increase, and I feel the budget does not adequately reflect their concerns.
I was really hoping this council was going to make some tough decisions and say no.
Along with money for standard services like police, fire, waste, transit, recreation, and snow clearing, councillors added millions in new spending on 25 new buses, 31 peace officers, and regular cleaning on transit, among others. They also kept the budget in their initial goal of 6.4% increase. The extra 0.5% tax bump comes from the $11 million annual payment to the city's tourism body, Explore Edmonton.
For every dollar we put in, we see a $29 return. That benefits local businesses, that benefits the local economy, and it benefits the people that work in those spaces.
The average homeowner will now pay $245 more in taxes next year. The province is tabling changes to parts of the Elections Act. The new rules would reset and remove the pro-separation Alberta Prosperity Project referendum question currently before the courts on whether it's constitutional.
If we allow the process to proceed in the Forever Canada petition as it is, that a different petition will have to go through the same rigors and get those signatures that they need. Simultaneous. Sure, but piggybacking, no. There will be no,
Justice Minister Mickey Amory says the province would allow both questions regarding separation to proceed as long as they meet signature requirements in a constitution, but will not combine them. The Forever Canada question is, do you agree that Alberta should remain within Canada? The Alberta Prosperity Project wanted a referendum to ask, quote, do you agree that the province of Alberta shall become a sovereign country and cease to be a province in Canada? A spokesperson for the Prosperity question says he's surprised, but believes this can be overcome.
It's pretty much guaranteed that we're gonna have the ability to go out and gather signatures on our constitutional question, and that we're going to get our signatures, and we're going to be having a constitutional referendum on our question by the fall of 2026. We're excited about it.
The changes would also require more paperwork for canvassers and bring in higher penalties for retaining personal information. The act also limits names for future political parties, banning words related to current or legacy parties. Words like conservative, liberal, democratic, and wild rose cannot be included. Now, former UCP MLAs Peter Guthrie and Scott Sinclair are currently in a legal battle with the province over their attempt to use the Progressive Progressive Conservative Party name for their rebranded Alberta Party. The amendment also includes deterrence for long ballot petitions. Well, earlier this week, comedian Dave Chappelle took the stage for his first ever performance in Edmonton, and many in the audience do not believe he'll ever come back.
Dave Chappelle, we're really, really, really sorry.
An apology song for comedian Dave Chappelle after his stop here. The show, the hot topic on Virgin Radio yesterday, with callers describing what many consider to be a disaster. People in the crowd say hecklers ruined their experience. There were also audio issues. And Chappelle told the crowd this is the first time in his career that he could not wait to get off stage. There's no video of the performance because cell phones were banned from the event.
3/4 of the way through, that's when the crowd kind of got a little rude, I'll say. Yeah, rude.
Chappelle continues his North American tour in Portland tonight. Well, Banff is considering thinning out some dense forests near a railway track in town to reduce the number of elk being hit and killed by trains. Parks Canada notifying the town that elk train collisions are high near commercial properties along Eagle Crescent. It says 42 elk have been killed there since 2004. Council now considering thinning vegetation to create clearer sight lines for the elk in their herd. Some people living in the community question why the town and not the rail company would front the $20,000 cost needed every 5 years.
I don't see the railway being part of that conversation for this proposal, and so as a resident of Banff, I'm concerned that town of Banff money is being used to solve a problem that belongs to the Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railway.
Administration has not yet approached CPKC about this project. The company says it works with Parks Canada, other stakeholders, and experts to try to mitigate wildlife conflict. Well, streets and sidewalks are covered in snow and ice this morning. The slush from earlier in the week has now solidified. The city is reminding people to clear their sidewalks. Scooping up snow on your drive and sidewalks is not only helpful to you, but also your neighbors. A local hardware store says sand is popular for traction, but not ideal for melting.
Having one with a nice metal edge on the bottom is also great if you have any ice and you want to try to scrape it in, because you don't have to worry about cracking and breaking the plastic as much.
The city bylaw requires people to clear their sidewalks, or they could face a fine of up to $100 or more. So let's bring Corey in for a look at the forecast on what to expect today, because the snow has fallen on top of this ice now, Corey, and it's crusty out there. It's going to be slippery, and you might not know what you're getting yourself into because of that layer of snow on top.
That's right. So you really need to be mindful out there of the intersections, and give yourself a lot of room between you and the next car, because stopping distance could be reduced quite a bit. As we take a look outside at your almanac for today, our high -12. So big difference from yesterday. We were just above the freezing mark yesterday. So the temperature has dropped off. Everything has frozen now. Average seasonal high is -5. So below that. Let's take a look at the satellite radar right now. We are seeing some scattered flurries in and around the Edmonton area. And we're seeing this as far north as Athabasca, Whitecourt, and this is falling all the way down towards Stettler, kind of moving to the southeast. So we do expect to see that as we go throughout the day, on and off. The heavier amounts will be this morning, but it is fairly broken. -12, wind light. At the airport, -11, wind light as well. We might lose a degree, but we'll pretty much hang around -12 as we go throughout the day. Today, morning flurries and then a chance of scattered flurries as we go throughout the rest of this Friday. For tomorrow, -15 to start, -14 for a high. Then it looks like mid and late day we could see some snow, possibly about 2 to 5 centimeters for tomorrow. And then Sunday, -8 for a high with just a little bit of clearing. It's that festive time again, and we're celebrating with our Holiday Cheer House of the Year contest. Just send us a picture of your outdoor holiday display, and you could win $500 cash. Enter at ctvedmonton.ca or follow the QR code on the screen. Happy holidays, Kent.
Thank you, Corey. Well, the Edmonton Oilers appear to be shaking free of a mediocre start to the season, blasting the Seattle Kraken on home ice last night.
Against Grubauer. Rebound fired home from a sharp angle, and there's the hat trick for Connor McDavid.
Here come the hats. Captain Connor McDavid thrilled with his 13th career hat trick, 4th in franchise history in that department now. McDavid had 3 goals and an assist. Leon Draisaitl had 1 goal and 3 assists. Edmonton absolutely pouring it on with 3 goals in every period last night. Matt Savoy scored twice. Vasily Podkolzin, Zach Hyman, and Matthias Janmark also finding the back of the net. 9-4 the final. Calvin Pickard with 28 saves for the win. Oilers are starting to roll. They host the Winnipeg Jets tomorrow night. And the doors are now open for the Butterdome Craft Sale, promoted as the largest handmade market in the province. The Butterdome event has been happening since 1980. This year, there are more than 225 vendors from as far away as Prince Edward Island. Organizers say if you're strictly trying to shop and support Canadian, this is the place to do it.
So everybody is strictly Canadian. Everything is handmade within Canada, which is really important, especially this year, to kind of avoid those tariffs and the shipping delays, for people to be able to come down, meet the artisan, meet the makers that are Canadian.
Organizers are expecting record crowds this year with the push to shop locally. The Butterdome Craft Sale is open daily and will run until the end of the weekend. Okay, let's take a look at traffic beyond the snow and the ice. Other things you need to know about: 101 Street, 107 Ave to 108. Street closure for crane lift until Monday, so all the way through the weekend. University Ave, 115th Street to 114th, closed for drainage installation work until the 12th. And low-level bridge closure for construction work, that starts tonight until Sunday night. So still ahead, Team Canada will learn their opponents for the FIFA World Cup later this morning. What you need to know about the draw on the way.
3 North American leaders who've never been in a room together are going to have a visual of a happy moment.
And all 3 North American leaders will be together for the World Cup in Washington. What does that mean for trade talks?
Here's a look at your Edmonton gas prices, coming down slightly from yesterday. The average gas cost $1.14.2. Highest gas price $1.25.9. And the lowest gas price, there's a Shell station on 36th Street, 153rd Ave. They're selling at $102.9.
Gas prices brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free. Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
The draw for next year's FIFA World Cup is in a few hours from now.
It starts getting tasty, it starts getting tantalizing, and you can start really feeling, where we're going to fit out.
The draw takes place in Washington. This will determine the early matchups for the tournament. The 48 teams will be divided into 12 groups of 4. As one of the hosts, Canada will be in Group B, and simulators have already been trying to predict the other teams that will be placed in the same group.
I've already got Switzerland.
Oh! Hey! How fun. Canada is currently ranked 27th in the world. FIFA is bringing out the stars for the draw today. Big names like Tom Brady, Shaquille O'Neal, Wayne Gretzky, and Aaron Judge. Meantime, Argentinian superstar Lionel Messi still has not decided whether or not he's going to play. The 38-year-old telling ESPN he's going to take it a day at a time when deciding if he will help his country defend its 2022 title next summer. He plays Saturday for Inter Miami in the MLS Cup final against the Vancouver Whitecaps. Now, the World Cup draw could also help smooth over recent trade tensions between the United States, Canada, and Mexico.
3 North American leaders who've never been in a room together are going to have a visual of a happy moment, drawing some country names for the World Cup. Those of us who are looking for some hope right now, that just maybe, at the end of the day, the right thing will happen.
Prime Minister Mark Carney will meet with U.S. President Donald Trump at the Kennedy Center today. Carney will also meet separately with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum. Sheinbaum is expected to then meet privately with Trump. The event will be the first face-to-face meetings between the leaders ahead of next year's mandatory review of the Canada-U.S.-Mexico Agreement on Trade. Hearings have been taking place in Washington on the upcoming review, with reports that Donald Trump could be considering leaving CUSMA altogether. 4 countries say they will boycott next year's Eurovision music contest because Israel remains in the competition. Spain, the Netherlands, Ireland, and Slovenia are pulling out after the European Broadcast Union decided not to vote on Israel's participation. A number of nations want Israel to be excluded because of the war in Gaza. A line in Canada's federal budget last month said that the Liberal government would explore participating in the contest in the future. Canada's energy minister did not participate in the AFN Special Chiefs Assembly as a deal for a potential pipeline took center stage.
The decision was made that some other ministers would come.
All ministers are always welcome. None are ever uninvited.
Energy Minister Tim Hodgson did meet with BC chiefs in a separate caucus room. He listened to their concerns over a pipeline to the West Coast and afterward said any major projects like a pipeline could only be built with Indigenous consultation. He has committed to going to BC's Northwest Coast to meet with communities and chiefs in the future. And Netflix has struck a deal with Warner Brothers. That's Warner Brothers Discovery, to buy the studio and streaming business. The deal is worth $72 billion US. The acquisition would bring the two of the industry's biggest playmakers in film and TV under one roof. Warner owns HBO Max and DC Studios. The transaction is expected to close after Warner separates Discovery Global into a new publicly traded company late next year.
School Day Forecast is brought to you by the Alberta Teachers Association. Strong schools equal a strong Alberta.
6:22 here, taking a live look through the River Valley Skycam right now. You can see the odd flake fly by the screen here and there. It's pretty light right now, but we are not done with the flurries. We'll still see them scattered throughout the day today, more so this morning. -12 right now. That colder air, we were talking about it being north of us yesterday, and we tap into it. It is pushing south, continuing to push south as we go throughout the next couple of days. Red Deer -8. They'll feel a little bit colder for tomorrow. So the cold air pushing further south as we take a look at your school day forecast brought to you by the Alberta Teachers Association. Stronger schools equals a stronger Alberta. Temperature for today will hang around -12 throughout much of the day. And again, we could see scattered flurries throughout the day. Right now, Peace River towards Grand Prairie, seeing some snow there. Westlock, Whitecourt, through our region, all the way down to Stettler. And that is pulling to the southeast. So a few breaks over the city, but we have a little bit of a heavier amount coming in from the northwest. We will see that track again to the southeast as we go throughout the day today. Fairly broken, fairly scattered, on and off throughout this Friday. -12 our temperature for today. Wind should remain a bit on the lighter side.
Jermaine Franklin in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Thursday, and for it, we head to the ice. Leafs, Hurricanes, second period. Matthew Knies gets by Shane Gostisbehere, goes down, however, gets up and buries the backhand. An incredible effort from the Leafs winger. Toronto would go on to win 5-1. That is your must-see moment from Thursday. And tonight on TSN, you can see the Jets take on the Sabres. Coverage starts at 5:30 p.m. Central. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
TSN Must-See Moment, brought to you by Century Casino. 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile.
Reflecting on the week that was and shining a spotlight on our favorite stories. And for me, it's the students and staff at Northwest College hacking toys to benefit kids with disabilities. So they're taking these toys apart to make them more accessible. 40 different items have been transformed, including popular ones like Lilo and Stitch, which was fresh from the box. Buying accessible toys can be pretty expensive, cost upward to $100, but applying their expertise, these people are making a big difference.
They're creating a switch or an adaptive tech into that toy. So children that have limited mobility in their hands can now just have to press one button, making it easier for them to play with the toy.
So I'm adapting this super fun koala toy for a child with an experience of disability so that they can engage in play alongside their peers and like any other child.
That is so cool.
Wow.
Right? The toys created here will be donated to children in the Edmonton area through Makers Making Change.
Very neat.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making participation a little bit easier and feeling as part of the group.
It's such a great move, and also fascinating that these people can take toys apart. I can barely find how to put the batteries in those things. It's so great.
My best of the week is a two-parter, both revolving around animals. First, the Vancouver Island marmot is making a comeback. Conservationists say there are now 427 living in the wild, a major milestone for a species that once was on the brink of extinction. It took more than 2 decades to reach the 400 milestone. A captive breeding program done in collaboration with the Calgary and Toronto zoos has been key. Experts say without these efforts, the species would be likely extinct, which would be a shame because they're very entertaining, especially with their sibling rivalry.
They're really rambunctious. They're a lot of fun to watch in the wild. And then they'll stop and they'll go and they'll boop noses, which is a pair bonding activity.
Oh, good little bit. Some booping. And the work being done is thanks to donations from Canadians wanting to see this made in Canada species thrive. They are adorable, hey?
Very fun. Very fun.
Yeah. Plus, we have some major developments on the exploits of a drunken raccoon in West Virginia.
He managed to knock down all the bottles, drink some of the beverages, and then stumbled into the bathroom where he ultimately locked himself in there.
Local police responded to the break-in and found the raccoon passed out in the bathroom. We now know how the culprit got inside. It came in through the ceiling, then helped itself to some of the liquor sitting on bottom shelves.
Watch out.
And look at that mess. The officer said bottles were smashed, alcohol was pooled all over the floor.
Oh, man.
The raccoon was taken to an animal shelter to sober up, was released back into the wild. A few hours later, he was fine. I bet he had... This story, quite the hangover. Do you think raccoons get a little hangover?
I have no idea.
They must,
I'm sure this hasn't been researched before.
I guess, eh? He probably had a story to tell all his friends.
How did he lock the door?
Totally.
What?
His friends were like, Randy.
Come on, Randy.
Stop partying.
Invite us next time.
Yeah, totally, eh? Go for the top shelf stuff, not the bottom shelf.
Exactly. Come on, have some taste.
Wow. Drunk raccoons. It's a thing.
We've had several drunk raccoon stories. I don't know what are they okay? I'm not sure. Oh, we got to go to break. That's just too funny. We'll be right back.
Help us build a mountain of toys. Donate today at ctvedmonton.ca.
After 6:30 here on a Friday. Hopefully you're off to a great start to your day. That it's going to be tricky outside. There's ice, there's snow. What else is coming our way, Corey?
A little bit more snow as we go throughout the day today. We do have flurries in the forecast scattered throughout the day today. Some more snow for tomorrow. Could be a little bit heavier. And then Sunday, a touch warmer. I will break it down. I have your 5-day forecast coming up in roughly 6 minutes. Ken.
All right. Thank you, Corey. Well, Edmontonians will be paying more than expected in property taxes next year. City Council solidifying the budget with nearly 7% tax increase. CTV's Evan Kenny joins us with more this morning. So, Evan, some councillors not happy about this.
Ken, the 6.9% increase is higher than when budget talks began on Monday and more than when the 4-year financial plan was passed in 2022. Now, that plan included an annual increase tax increase near 5% for all 4 years, but for the final 3 years, the actual increases were much higher. Councillors managed to add millions in new spending for things like new buses, peace officers for traffic enforcement, and transit cleaning without raising taxes above the 6.4% starting point. The extra 0.5% comes from a yearly $11 million for Explore Edmonton. Many are frustrated.
There's a lot I can stand behind, but there's a lot I can't stand behind in this budget.
Many of my constituents have clearly expressed that they cannot afford another tax increase, and I feel the budget does not adequately reflect their concerns.
The mayor says while he appreciates the reduction motions put forward, the city highlighted what it calls structural variances in the budget. That refers to areas where current funding can't achieve the service standards city policies promise. The average homeowner will pay about $245 more in property taxes next year. Kent?
Okay, Evan, thank you. Well, charges have been laid following the death of a 22-year-old man over the weekend. Police say he was stabbed and dead when officers found him Saturday night near 160A Avenue and 83rd Street. An injured 53-year-old woman was taken to hospital, and a 25-year-old man charged with second-degree murder, attempted murder, and arson. Police say the suspect and the two victims know each other. And new from just minutes ago from Statistics Canada, our country gaining 54,000 jobs in November, mostly due to part-time work. The unemployment rate across the country falling to 6.5%. Alberta leading provinces in job growth with 29,000 jobs gained. Our unemployment rate falling more than a percentage point. It is now at 6.5%, which is near the national average. Well, some Edmonton bakeries have found the perfect recipes for growth, even amid this economic uncertainty. Duchess Bake Shop on 124th Street will be bringing its kitchen, retail store, and bakery all under one roof. The shop recently taking over the space next door. The co-founder hoping the added space will build on their robust customer base.
To create places where people can organically interact and meet each other and have dates, have meetings, and just that's where great things come out of.
The shop expects to open the retail part of the store in the next couple of days. The new teaching kitchen and event space set to launch early in the new year. Fun.
That looks good too.
A lot of people take classes at Duchess Town to try to make it like they do, which is tough. We got a sugar coating out there right now, don't we, Corey?
Yeah, a nice little frosting on the ground, on the roads and sidewalks as well. You want to be careful out there. Ice underneath all of that fresh snow that we had in the early morning hours. Right now, we are still seeing some light flurries in and around the region, fairly broken. We expect to see that on and off as we go throughout the morning and through the day today. It will be on the lighter side. -12 is our high, average seasonal high -5. As far as the temperature is concerned right now, we're fairly close to that. -12 in Stony Plain, -11 at the airport, Elk Island -13, at the Blatchford Station -12. Winds light to calm. Temperatures within the city coming in at -11 and -12. We might lose a degree, but for today, we'll probably hover around -12. We're not really going to see much of an increase. Again, scattered flurries as we go throughout the morning, a slight chance of that as we go throughout the afternoon and evening as well. Your 5-day forecast for tomorrow, -15 to start, -14 for a high. Mid and late day, we could possibly see about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. And then Sunday, -16 to start, -8 for a high. And we continue to warm a little bit more for Monday and Tuesday. -3 Monday, -4 on Tuesday. And then temperatures take another drop. So been seeing this up and down pattern. That continues as we go throughout the 5 and 10-day forecast. I'll talk about that in about 15 minutes, Ken.
Thank you, Corey. Taking a look at traffic beyond the snow and the ice. 159th Street, 81st Avenue to 83rd Avenue. Lane reduction for drainage repairs until December 12th. 95th Street, 105 Avenue to 106. All closed up for drainage work until Saturday. 170th Street at Windermere Boulevard. Lane reductions to Ellerslie Road until Sunday. There's also work on the low-level bridge that will be happening through the weekend as well. Plenty on the way. I have a couple of classics going head-to-head in our holiday song bracket. We'll set the stage on that and reveal who moved on between Frosty and Rudolph after the break, and a toddler with expensive taste, plus a prank trying to make Mom the Turkey. Sidebar stories are on the way. The FIFA World Cup draw will be picked today. Who could Canada be facing and what this team will look like? That conversation is in 10 minutes to get you set for the draw. And you ever watch Amazing Race and think, I could do that? We'll tell you how you can apply and give you some tips on how to be picked. That's after 7 o'clock. Stay with us.
Wake up with Your Morning Edmonton. Brought to you by CIR Realty. Making real estate easy in Edmonton, Red Deer, and Central Alberta. Help us build a mountain of toys. Donate today at ctvedmonton.ca.
Yeah, it's time to check in with the holiday song bracket, and we're switching sides today, so to more traditional tunes. But first, we got to reveal the winner from yesterday's matchup. Frosty the Snowman against Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it was really close. It was. But it is Rudolph taking it by a shiny red nose. 9 votes separated the two. It was very, very close. A lot of people spelled Rudolph wrong. That didn't count. So I think, you know, Rudolph wins, so everything's fine.
Right. Had those been counted, it would have been still.
It would have been a little bit further ahead, but still. Still very close out there, which goes to show every vote counts. If you're at home on your couch and you're thinking, you take the time to text, whatever. It matters.
It does. It does.
It matters.
Now for the sentimental side of the bracket, we have It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas versus We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Both foundational to the holiday. We Wish dates back to the 16th century to the West Country of England. The other song more recent, dating back to the 50s.
I'd have to really think about that one.
Yeah.
Do you have a take?
I kind of like It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. I feel like it can be sung with a little more soul and a little more contemporary feel to it. Yeah, totally.
Here, a little baritone.
I think, yeah.
I can feel that too. Oh, this is going to be a very interesting vote. I don't even have a take yet. I got to think about this.
No. If you want to vote for It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, text beginning. And for, oh my gosh, I'm having a problem with my prompter today. My reading is not well. And Mary, so text Mary for We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So beginning or Mary. And hopefully you don't have any issues with your autocorrect. They should be good today. So beginning or Mary.
Yeah, beginning or Mary. Those are the 2 words. Let them in there. Let them go. We'll see. We'll see. It's up to you. Check out this pint-sized foodie perfecting his palate early.
Double fisting the food. Love it.
Zion is a year old and is just really living the life. Been traveling the world and eating his way through it. You can watch him savor croissants and baguettes in Paris, among other places. That's what the eating experience needs to be like. You know, too much of the time we're just rushing through it. We're slapping things together. Take your time and enjoy, everybody.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's a microwave dinner. Sit down, set the table.
Have 2 if you need.
I suppose, so one in each hand, like Zion does.
Totally. Now, here's a family that tried to pull a fast one on Mom.
I need to go to the doctor. I truly need to. I need to go to the doctor. I don't remember any of these pictures.
Well, she thought she was losing her mind. Her daughters convinced her that she wore a turkey costume last year with her grandkids. And they wanted her to do it again. They had fake pictures and everything, even getting their dad involved. They did eventually fess up and tell Mom the truth. This one is borderline for me. It's funny.
But that's also like pretty mean.
You're like, yeah, she's probably thinking, oh no, I'm
Yeah, something where it could be wrong with me. Where's my memory at?
Yep, totally. So,
but moms always get the brunt of the pranks, don't they? Yes. Oh, that's tough. And how about this? Block party, Brooklyn style. Cool. They call this a stoop session, the ultimate block party. Live band, huge sound system, lighting, crowd singing. This is a neo-soul stoop session held by the organization called The Soapbox Presents. They put these parties on every Saturday. Wow. It looks like an Edmonton grocery store in there.
Totally. I feel like you have a kind of a close relationship with your neighbors. You could pull something like that.
We have talked about getting the roadblocks out and having a block party for the last couple of years. But it's mostly like one end of the block that's real close, and the other end of the block seems to be close with each other, but we've never connected the two. So maybe it's a good, connecting of the whole block. Or battle lines will be drawn. I'm not sure.
Totally.
It's time for us to take a break. We'll be right back. Well, it is selection day for the FIFA World Cup. In a few hours from now, the draw will begin, and Canada will learn what they're up against in group play. It's a complicated process. There are many outcomes to consider. Atiba Hutchinson was on the pitch wearing the maple leaf during the last World Cup. He joins us with insight this morning. Thanks so much for being here. Before we get to the draw, Atiba, let's talk about the team itself. Who are some of these emerging stars that you're looking for to perform at the World Cup?
Wow, the team is in a very good position right now. We've got so many players now playing out in Europe, playing, with some big clubs, winning championships and on the world stage, Champions Leagues, and it's something that we wanted to see in Canada for many, many years. And right now, that's exactly what we're seeing. More and more players coming through. Players like Ismail Kone doing very well with the national team now. He's got his feet back. A lot of maturity in his game. Obviously, Alphonso Davies, getting back to match fitness, always an important player for the team. Steph Eustáquio with the experience that he's been playing in every year in Champions League now, and so many players now that have really just come together, coached by a very good team, and we're seeing what they've been doing against a lot of the bigger countries in the world, and we're going head to head with these guys. So this is what we wanted to see, and it's a great time right now for Canada.
So then the draw all happens today. We will find out who else will be in the group. Canada, as a host, is in Group B. We know that for sure. What's the best case scenario as far as this draw comes for opponents?
Yeah, that's the question being asked a lot. I think for me, what's important is that we're in that pot one where we're not going to get any of the powerhouses such as Argentina, Spain, Brazil. Good we stay away from those guys. But, as I said a couple times already, I think we can play against anybody. You've shown that in the last tournament they played, the major competition in the Copa America, playing against Argentina 2 times, and they were right in the game for the most part of it. And it's just the small details that we've seen that really came through. They did very well against France in the summer as well last year. So they've shown that they can play against anybody. When you're the favorites in some games, that's when they have to figure out ways to break these teams down and get results, score goals. That's the next thing I think that Canada really has to improve on. But, the boys are confident. They feel that there's nobody that they can't get a result against. So this is where they want to be right now. And obviously the support from all the fans in a home World Cup is going to be massive.
Now let's talk about this. The fact that Canada is hosting World Cup matches, how do you feel as someone who played for the Canadian men's team for so long to have the game like this come to Canada?
I think it's coming at the right time. I never thought we would be seeing a World Cup in our own backyard, but over the last 5-6 years, you've seen how much football has gotten bigger in the country, how much more support we've been getting from the fans. So it's coming at the perfect time, and now it's just going to push it to a whole nother level. I think it's very important that you have that 12th man on the pitch every time you're playing, and now we've got that in Canada, where everybody is really going against us. I remember games we would play against, the Honduras, Mexico, Guatemala. It always felt like it was an away game. And my last cycle, those games that I was playing, it was always a completely different story. So yeah, as I said, perfect timing right now. We're going to have that real home support, and I think it's going to spark a lot more interest in the country and really continue to push this game to different heights.
Atiba, thank you so much for your service on Team Canada and your performance. It was a pleasure watching you on the pitch, but it's even better having you on our team.
Thank you.
The draw begins at 10 this morning, our time. You can watch all of it unfold on TSN. We'll still to come, reaction after Dave Chappelle's show in our city was overshadowed by hecklers.
Programming brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free. School Day Forecast is brought to you by the Alberta Teachers Association. Strong schools equal a strong Alberta.
6:57, you're taking a live look at downtown Edmonton. Still some scattered flurries in and around the region. We're expecting to see that as we go throughout the morning, and then there's a chance that as we go throughout the afternoon and evening. -12 right now, still touch warmer to the south and to the west, but that colder air is pushing further south. So Jasper, Red Deer will see their temperatures drop off a little bit more for tomorrow. Jasper, as we go throughout the day today. For us, though, -12 to start. Fort McMurray, -20. Here is your school day forecast brought to you by the Alberta Teachers Association. Stronger schools equals a stronger Alberta. We might lose another degree, but our temperature will probably just hang around -12 as we go throughout the day today. And again, a chance of scattered flurries on and off throughout this Friday. Tomorrow, -15 to start, -14 for a high. Mid and late day tomorrow, we could possibly see about 2 to 5 centimeters. Sunday, -16 to start, -8. for a high, so a little bit warmer, and then even warmer for Monday, Tuesday. So it looks like we're going in the right direction, touch above average seasonal high, but then our temperatures take a bit of a dive as we go throughout the later parts of next week into next weekend. Daytime highs anywhere from about -10 on Wednesday to -18 by Sunday. So some real cold coming our way for next week. Look at this picture. Wow. It's December 5th, and we have these milestones to share. Happy 10th birthday to Bryden, with love from Mom, Dad, Papa, Grandma, Uncle Glenn, Uncle Chris, and Auntie Shelley.
And Zaya is turning 1. Happy birthday. Love Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, and your extended family.
And Colton is going from 6 on to 7. Happy birthday. Love Mom, Dad, Cade, and Bryn. Stay tuned. We have more milestones coming up in an hour.
6-7.
Submit your milestone at ctvedmonton.ca under Your Morning. You could win a $100 gift card to Coolman's Greenhouse, which we draw for every week.
All right, let's solve a mystery, shall we?
Yes.
Clue number 1. Many people in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia believe this song was written there.
Okay.
They say Meredith Wilson was staying at Yarmouth's Grand Hotel when he created the song. It's hard to write this one and talk at the same time. It refers to a tree in the Grand Hotel, one where the park as well, the park being Frost Park, directly across the road from the Grand Hotel.
So do you think it was written by people in Yarmouth, or did they just...
Well, the guy's staying there, yeah.
Oh, okay. I started off with big font and then just kind of ran out of room.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yes. I couldn't get it. It's too long to write down. There you go. That's one of the songs up for competition today in our song bracket. Have your say on the text line. Beginning is the text word if you want to vote for that. The news you need to start your day begins right now. Here on Friday, December 5th.
I was really hoping this council was going to make some tough decisions and say no.
Exasperation on council after the group fails to lower a proposed property tax increase.
He's not going to be back, I don't think.
Audio issues and hecklers. Many in the crowd for Dave Chappelle's Edmonton show call it a disaster. And the city's covered in ice and snow this morning, making sidewalks and roads slippery for the commute. Your morning starts right now. after 7 o'clock. Welcome to your Friday morning, Edmonton. The city's budget is now set in stone, and it is frustrating for many Edmontonians and councillors. Property taxes going up more than expected, now at 6.9% for an increase next year. CTV's Evan Kenny joins us live with more on this. So, Evan, with the extra spending here, what does the budget include?
Kent, money is set aside for the standard services, police, fire, waste, transit, recreation, and snow clearing. The city has also fit in millions in new spending on things like additional buses, peace officers for traffic enforcement, and cleaning transit without going over the 6.4% starting point. The extra 0.5% bump comes from an annual $11 million going to Explore Edmonton. The mayor says for every dollar put into the tourism body is a $29 return to local businesses. Back in 2022, the approved 4-year financial plan included annual tax increases near 5% each year. Many items were considered to be cut, but ultimately the city decided not to in order to maintain city service standards.
While I appreciate all of the reduction motions, I think many of the reduction motions would have made those structural variances worse.
I was really hoping this council was going to make some tough decisions and say no.
The average Edmonton homeowner will pay $245 more in taxes next year. Earlier this week, Calgary City Council approved its 2026 budget. People there are getting an increase just over 1.5%. Kent?
Okay. Evan, thank you. Well, the province is tabling changes to parts of the Elections Act. New rules would reset and remove the pro-separation Alberta Prosperity Project referendum question, which is currently before the courts to decide whether it's constitutional.
If we allow the process to proceed in the Forever Canada petition as it is, that a different petition will have to go through the same rigors and get those signatures that they need. Simultaneous, sure, but piggybacking, no. There will be.
Justice Minister Mickey Amery says that the province would allow both questions regarding separation to proceed as long as they meet signature requirements and are constitutional, but not combine them. The Forever Canada question is, do you agree that Alberta should remain within Canada? The Alberta Prosperity Project wants a referendum question to ask, quote, do you agree that the province of Alberta shall become a sovereign country and cease to be a province in Canada? A spokesperson for the Prosperity question says he's surprised by this move by the government, but believes it can be overcome.
It's pretty much guaranteed that we're gonna. That we're gonna have the ability to go out and gather signatures on our constitutional question, and that we're going to get our signatures, and we're going to be having a constitutional referendum on our question by the fall of 2026. We're excited about it.
The changes would also require more paperwork and for canvassers and to bring in higher penalties for retaining personal information. Now, the act also limits names for future political parties, banning words related to current or legacy parties. Those words like conservative, liberal, democratic, and wild rose cannot be included. Former UCP MLAs Peter Guthrie and Scott Sinclair are currently in a legal battle with the province over their attempt to use the Progressive Conservative Party name for their rebrand of the Alberta Party. All these amendments also include deterrence for long ballot petitions. Well, earlier this week, comedian Dave Chappelle took the stage for his first performance ever in Edmonton. Many in the audience don't think he'll ever be back.
Dave Chappelle, we're really, really, really sorry.
An apology song for Chappelle after his stop in Edmonton. The show, the hot topic on Virgin Radio, callers describing what many consider to be a disaster. People in the crowd say hecklers ruined the experience. There were also audio issues. And Chappelle told the crowd it was the first time in his career that he couldn't wait to be off stage. There's no video of this performance because cell phones were banned at the event.
3/4 of the way through, that's when the crowd kind of got a little rude, I'll say. Yeah, rude.
Dave Chappelle continues his North American tour in Portland tonight. Well, Banff is considering thinning out some dense forests near a railway track in town to reduce the number of elk being hit and killed by trains. Parks Canada notifying the town that elk train collisions are high near commercial properties along Eagle Crescent. It says 42 elk have been killed there since 2004. Council now considering thinning vegetation to create clearer sight lines for elk and their herd. Some people living in the community question why the town and not the rail company is going to front the $20,000 cost needed every 5 years.
I don't see the railway being part of that conversation for this proposal, and so as a resident of Banff, I'm concerned that town of Banff money is being used to solve a problem that belongs to the Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railway.
Administration has not yet approached CPKC about the project. The company says it works with Parks Canada, other stakeholders, and experts to try to mitigate wildlife conflict. The streets and sidewalks are covered in snow and ice this morning. The slush from yesterday turning and hardening, and then the snow came on top. The city reminding people to clear the areas in front of their homes, scooping up the snow. And ice on the sidewalk is not only helpful to you, but also your neighbors. Local hardware store says sand is popular for traction, not ideal, though, for melting, and a strong shovel is key.
Having one with a nice metal edge on the bottom is also great if you have any ice and you want to try to scrape it in, because you don't have to worry about cracking and breaking the plastic as much.
The city bylaw requires people to clear their sidewalks, or they could face a fine of $100 or more. So, Corey, yes, certainly the snow from early this morning covering up some ice, so it's going to be tricky out there. Watch your footing. Got to drive accordingly. Is there more snow coming?
Yeah, so we're just going to add a little bit more to that today. It's going to be light for today, very scattered, the flurries for today, but then into tomorrow, a little bit heavier. So let's start off with looking at the almanac for today. Our high about -12, average seasonal high -5. Taking a look at the satellite radar right now, we are seeing some flurries in the city right now, heavier out towards St. Albert, north of Stony Plain, and towards Onaway. The darker colors, the mauves and purples, that's where it is heavier. We're seeing this from Whitecourt to Westlock, continuing to pull to the southeast, all the way towards Wainwright, but a lot more broken as you get into those regions. As we take a look at our temperature right now, -12, wind nice and light. At the airport, -12 as well. We might lose a degree to -13, but then we should hang around -12 as we go throughout much of the day today. Morning flurries, and then a chance of scattered flurries as we go throughout the afternoon and evening. Tomorrow, -15 to start, -14 for a high. Looks like mid-late day, we could see about 2 to 5 centimeters, so it could be heavier mid and late day tomorrow, so be prepared for that. And then Sunday, a few breaks in the cloud, -16 to start, -8 for a high, and then warmer for Monday and Tuesday, and then a big drop in our temperature after that. Your 5 and 10 day forecast still to come. It's that festive time again, and we're celebrating with our Holiday Cheer House of the Year contest. Just send a picture of your outdoor holiday display, and you could win $500 cash. Enter at ctvedmonton.ca or follow the QR code on your screen. Happy holidays and good luck. Send in those pictures. We want to see them. Kent.
All right, thank you, Corey. Well, the Edmonton Oilers appear to be shaking free of a mediocre start to the season, blasting the Seattle Kraken on home ice last night.
Against Grubauer, rebound fired home from a sharp angle, and there's the hat trick for Connor McDavid.
Yeah, here come the hats. Captain Connor McDavid thrilled with his 13th career hat trick, tying him for 4th in franchise history. McDavid had 3 goals and an assist. Leon Draisaitl had 1 goal and 3 assists. Edmonton absolutely pouring it on with 3 goals in every period. Matt Savoy scoring twice. Vasily Podkolzin, Zach Hyman, and Matthias Janmark also finding the back of the net. 9-4 the final. Calvin Pickard made 28 saves for the win. Philip Grubauer on the other end, he did not have a good time. The Oilers continue to roll. They host Winnipeg tomorrow night. And the doors are now open for the Butterdome Craft Sale, promoted as the largest handmade market in the province. The Butterdome event has been happening since 1980. This year, there are more than 225 vendors from as far away as Prince Edward Island. Organizers saying if you're strictly trying to shop and support Canadian, this is the place to do it.
So everybody is strictly Canadian. Everything is handmade within Canada, which is really important, especially this year, to kind of avoid those tariffs and the shipping delays, for people to be able to come down, meet the artisan, meet the makers that are Canadian.
Organizers are expecting record crowds this year with a push to shop local. The Butterdome Craft Sale is open every day until the end of the weekend. All right, let's take a look at the roads here. Canal Bridge, busy, but things look like they're going smoothly so far. We're cautiously optimistic about the drive today, given the snow and the ice out there. So as you head out the door, give yourself a little extra time and space. Elsewhere in the city, a few other things you need to know about this morning. 101 Street, 107 Ave to 108 Ave. Street closed for a crane lift. This is happening through the weekend until Monday. University Avenue, 115th Street to 114th, closed for drainage installation work until December 12th. And this is a big one for the weekend. Low-level bridge closure. They're doing work on that bridge continually, but starting tonight until Sunday night, the low-level bridge will be closed and detours are in place. Well, the Prime Minister has left for Washington this morning for the FIFA World Cup draw, but there will be some politics on the sidelines discussing the future of the Kuzma trade deal. CTV National News reporter Jeremy Sharon joins us live with more on this morning. So, Jeremy, the Prime Minister expected to pull Donald Trump aside for a meeting and pull the Mexican president aside for a meeting through all of this. What do we know about what they're going to be talking about?
Yeah, exactly, Kent. Look, it'll be a highly anticipated World Cup draw and a highly anticipated meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Mark Carney, and with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum as well, as you've touched on. So, you know, what we know is that the Prime Minister is going to meet with both separately. There'll be separate bilateral meetings, not a trilateral meeting with all three leaders. We don't know exactly what is going to be discussed, but, you know, this is a highly crucial meeting. The two leaders haven't met in an official capacity in months. Donald Trump in October paused or canceled all ongoing tariff and trade negotiations between Canada and the U.S. as a result of the anti-tariff ad launched by Ontario that featured Ronald Reagan. He wasn't happy with that, and he ended negotiations over it. We know that U.S. President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Mark Carney have still been in touch. The Prime Minister recently told the reporters here in Ottawa that at the end of November the two had spoken, but he said that there was no, it wasn't newsworthy. This will be significant because it'll be the first time, since all of that the two leaders meet in an official capacity on the sidelines of that FIFA event at the Kennedy Center in Washington. But his meeting with Claudia Sheinbaum will be, equally as important, or also very important, because, he made a trip to Mexico in September. The Prime Minister has been clear. He and the Mexican president are looking to tighten the relationship, strengthen the relationship between Canada and Mexico in the face of Donald Trump's tariffs. So there's a lot at stake here, and there are many questions about what happens after this, and is it possible that this leads to the resumption of negotiations between Canada and the U.S. Everyone's watching closely, especially those in the steel and aluminum sector, the auto sector, the softwood lumber sector. They're all being hit with these tariffs, and they're looking for changes. They're looking for some progress that they haven't been able to get over the last few months. So there's a lot at stake here, and many will be watching very closely.
Certainly a big day, both on the soccer side and the political front. We will be watching very closely, as you say, Jeremy. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Well, it's time for us to take a break. On the way, if you think you've got what it takes to race across Canada, pay attention to this. We're talking to a producer for Amazing Race about what he looks for when choosing contestants. Also ahead, a New Zealand bar gets the seal of approval from local wildlife.
I did a double take and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a seal. What's going on?
Here's a look at your Edmonton gas prices. Coming down slightly from yesterday. The average gas cost $1.14.2. Highest gas price, that hasn't changed. It's still $1.26. The lowest gas price is $1.02.9. And you can find that at the Shell on 36th Street, 153rd Avenue.
Gas prices brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free. Wake up with Your Morning Edmonton. Brought to you by CIR Realty, making real estate easy in Edmonton, Red Deer, and Central Alberta.
That's the stunning conclusion of Amazing Race Canada Season 11. The moment best friends Jesse and Jonathan won it all, and our area is on a hot streak when it comes to this race. Jesse born in Sherwood Park, meaning 4 of the last 5 winners have ties to Edmonton and area, and you could be the next winner. We welcome Jesse Story, senior producer for Inside Productions and casting producer for Amazing Race Canada, to the show this morning as they are looking for the next cast. But first of all, should we celebrate Edmonton and area, Jesse? We just rule at this race.
Let's go, Kent. You guys, I don't know what's in the water there, but you guys are, as they say, city of champions. You guys just keep winning. You know, you have people even like Magoo and Nippy, too, who are close. So let's keep the streak going. I'm all for it.
Yeah, that is very fun stuff. Now, casting is open. What does it take to get on the show as it continues to elevate?
You know what? We want competitive people. We want people who are going to come to the race and want to win, which seems like there's a lot of them in the Edmonton area. And then, you know, find someone, a partner that you can really do this race with. I think we saw, you know, Jesse and Jonathan last year winning. They had such a great positive relationship. You know, Nippy and Magoo, too. Such an incredible relationship that they have. Someone who's going to help you through the highs and the lows of the race, and also remind you to have fun along the way. So bring that competitive energy, and hopefully we'll get another team from Edmonton winning this year.
Absolutely. Now, getting on the show is a competition in itself. Do you have any advice for standing out among all the other applicants?
Yeah, for sure. First thing, the first 30 seconds of your application video are the most important. So bring some good, authentic energy in those first 30 seconds, and that will set you apart. And then just make it authentic. Don't script your casting video. We just want to see the real you. So it could be a minute long, unscripted, just having some fun with your partner. That's the perfect video.
Now, a minute-long video is one thing, but racing across this country is a lot of work, and you put a lot of obstacles in the way. How do you decide from these videos if these people can actually go the distance?
Yeah, well, from the videos, we then actually deeper, we meet people in person. So that's when we really get a sense of, you know, who's going to be able to do it. But you get a sense from the video. I can feel the competitive edge coming out, and, you know, people who really want it and people who want to push themselves to the edge, you know, and really see what they're made of. I think that's what's beautiful about the Amazing Race Canada is people push themselves past their barriers and are really proud of themselves when they're done the whole thing.
Now, these duos come with all kinds of connections. There's best friends, there's couples, there's mums and daughters and fathers and sons and all over different combinations. Is there one kind of relationship that seems to work best?
You know, I always say siblings work really well. You know, Lacey and Celia, even last year, you know, they supported each other. And siblings have that shorthand with each other where they can bicker one moment and then the next moment they're hugging and making up. You know, there's no kind of awkwardness. They can tell each other what needs to be said. But we've had all types of winner. I think it's more so about your relationship with your partner and how well you can support each other through the ups and the downs. But siblings, historically, do very well on the race.
Okay. Any last-minute advice for people who are considering now their audition?
Just go for it. You know, don't hesitate. The application takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes once you have your video done. Just get it in, bring some energy, bring some fun, be authentic, and truly, you never know if you could be on the next season of the race. You know, I don't know if Nippy and Magoo ever thought they were going to be on the race, but look, they did it. Jesse and Jonathan did it. They've won, and if you've applied before, apply again. Jesse and Jonathan took them a couple of years to get on the race, actually, so don't give up.
That's good advice out there. You apply, you get in. If you're from here, you win, and then you come on our show, and it's just a full circle moment.
Full circle. We got a machine going here.
Jesse, thanks so much for your time. Good luck with the next season.
Thank you, Ken. I appreciate you having me on, and yeah, have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely, we will. Casting closes Monday, December 15th, so get those tapes in. You can find out more at ctv.ca/The Amazing Race Canada, and to get you ready, all previous seasons are available on Crave.
7:23, you're taking a live look through the Action Furnace River Valley Skycam. Action Furnace fixed right or it's free, and we're seeing flurries here in the city. The view a little bit more obstructed from that. Continuing to add to what we had in the early morning hours, so covering up a layer of ice on the roads as well as the sidewalks. Minus 12 right now, minus 16 Slave Lake, Fort McMurray minus 20, Fort Chipewyan minus 28. There is some cold in the north. We have tapped into that. We will see our temperature be a little bit colder for tomorrow, and this cold air will push a little bit further south, so Red Deer will see their temperature drop off a bit more for tomorrow. Peace River, Grand Prairie, Spirit River, snow there. Westlock, Whitecourt, all the way down to areas north of Red Deer, Castor, Stettler, and then into the southeast of the province. We've got the snow and flurries, and with it, right now, it's picking up a little bit more on the northwest side of the city and as well on the south. So intensifying a little bit as we go throughout the morning. That's when it will be the heaviest, but a little bit broken. And then as we go throughout the rest of the day, fairly cloudy, and with that cloud, we could still see some scattered flurries. And then tomorrow, a better chance. Temperature for today will hover around minus 12. Again, scattered flurries as we go throughout the day today. I'll talk about tomorrow's forecast and your 5-day next time we chat weather. Kent.
Okay, thank you, Corey. Well, Canada's Public Safety Minister says the federal government is launching a review of Canada's firearms classification, including consultations with Indigenous communities on the SKS rifle. The government has been heavily criticized by gun control advocates for not including the semi-automatic SKS on the list of banned firearms. The SKS is commonly used in Indigenous communities to hunt food, but has also been used in police killings and other high-profile shootings in the past few years. Well, Canada's Energy Minister did not participate in the AFN Special Chiefs Assembly as a deal for a potential pipeline took center stage.
The decision was made that some other ministers would come.
All ministers are always welcome. None are ever uninvited.
Energy Minister Tim Hodgson did meet with BC chiefs in a separate caucus room. He listened to their concerns over a pipeline to the West Coast and afterwards said any major projects like a pipeline could only be built with Indigenous consultation. He's committed to going to BC's Northwest Coast to meet with communities and chiefs in the near future. And 4 countries say they will boycott next year's Eurovision music contest because Israel remains in the competition. Spain, the Netherlands, Ireland, and Slovenia are pulling out after the European Broadcast Union decided not to vote on Israel's participation. A number of nations want Israel to be excluded because of the war in Gaza. A line in Canada's federal budget last month said the Liberal government would explore participating in the contest in the future. And the beautiful game will be in the spotlight around the world today as the much-anticipated draw for the 2026 FIFA World Cup takes place a few hours from now. It's fun to stay at the draw will be celebrated with music and performances from the Village People, Robbie Williams and Andrea Bocelli, model and TV personality Heidi Klum, comedian Kevin Hart, and actor Danny Ramirez are co-hosting the event. You can catch the draw on TSN beginning at 10 o'clock our time. And what's gray, cute, and waddles into a bar? Well, it's a baby fur seal, of course. It made its way into this establishment in Richmond, New Zealand, to the surprise of many people inside.
I think everyone thought it was a dog at first because we're a dog-friendly establishment. And then I did a double take and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a seal. What's going on?
The seal was successfully scooped up by conservation rangers and released on a nearby island. The bar's owner says there's now a running joke that they have the seal of approval. But still ahead, why Edmontonians will be paying hundreds of dollars more in property taxes next year. Plus, we'll show you the top Google searches of the year by Canadians.
Programming brought to you by A Very Merry Pops with your Edmonton Symphony Orchestra. Learn more at winspearcenter.com.
Good morning, you beautiful city. It is 7:30 here on a Friday. Hopefully you're off to a great start to your day. It's going to take a little work from all of us to maintain that Beautiful setting today because we're going to have to chip the ice and the snow out of the way with more snow coming, Corey.
That's right, and a few collisions now on the traffic map that we'll be talking about in a short bit. So very slick under that on the roads and sidewalks, so be careful out there. We're going to be adding more snow as we go throughout the day. Very light but scattered, and then tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon it could be a little bit heavier. Sunday a little bit warmer. I will have all the forecast details you need. Your 5-day coming up in about 6 minutes. Kent.
All right, thank you, Corey. Well, Edmontonians will be paying more than expected in property taxes next year. City Council solidifying the budget with a 6.9% tax increase. CTV's Evan Kenny joins us now live with more on this. So, Evan, what does this actually mean for Edmonton homeowners?
Kent, it means the average homeowner will pay $245 more in taxes next year. The city's goal at the beginning of the week was to keep that at a $230 increase. Councillors managed to add millions in new spending for things like buses, peace officers for traffic enforcement, and transit cleaning without raising taxes above the 6.4% starting point. The extra 0.5% comes from a yearly $11 million for Explore Edmonton. The mayor says while he appreciates the motions put forward to reduce the budget, he says the budget contains structural variances. That refers to areas where current funding can't achieve the service standards city policies promise.
There's a lot I can stand behind, but there's a lot I can't stand behind in this budget.
Many of my constituents have clearly expressed that they cannot afford another tax increase, and I feel the budget does not adequately reflect their concerns.
The 6.9% increase is higher than when the 4-year fiscal plan was passed in 2022. That plan included an annual tax hike near 5% for all 4 years. For the final 3 years, the actual increases were much higher. Kent?
Evan, thank you. And new this morning from Statistics Canada, our country gained 54,000 jobs in November, mostly due to part-time work, and Alberta led the country in job growth. Our province gaining 29,000 jobs in November, the second significant increase in our province in 3 months. The unemployment rate here falling more than a percentage point, now at 6.5%, which is also the unemployment rate across the country. Well, charges have been laid following the death of a 22-year-old man over the weekend. Police say the man was stabbed and was dead when officers found him Saturday night near 160A Avenue and 83rd Street. An injured 53-year-old woman was taken to hospital, and a 25-year-old man has been charged with second-degree murder, attempted murder, and arson. Police say the suspect and the two victims knew each other. The city says work on the southbound low-level bridge is nearly complete, but there are still some traffic headaches ahead. The low-level bridge southbound will close to traffic tonight and remain closed for the weekend. This is for work to remove temporary traffic crossovers used during construction. Beginning Monday, there will be a single-lane closure between 7 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon for meridian barrier installation and line painting. That will last until next Saturday. The sidewalk on the northbound bridge and shared pathway underneath will stay open. The city says construction is expected to be finished ahead of schedule, with traffic fully restored in the next couple of weeks. Alberta Prosperity Project defending itself from claims its social media is being run by someone outside the country. It says a new feature on X that shows a user's location is wrong. CTV's Tim Brook explains.
The leader of the Alberta separatist movement says it's picking up steam.
It doesn't come with pomp and circumstance, but it is shifting, and so those are positive signs for us in our movement.
Head online and it's easy to believe. The town square is filled with almost non-stop separatist sentiment, but not everything is as it seems.
Our information environment is increasingly becoming a rage economy. And what we're seeing is foreign actors, foreign individuals sort of monetizing our polarization.
A new X feature shows the location of accounts, and many of those pushing separation don't appear to be from Alberta or even Canada.
They don't really have an interest in what's going on. The sentiments are probably not genuine. They just want to get the engagement.
But while some foreign actors have been exposed, others are now claiming there's been a mistake. Take the Alberta Prosperity Project, which has more than 15,000 followers, including the Premier. Its communications team tells us the APP is purely Alberta-rooted and that the new location feature raises critical questions about privacy and free expression.
So this is one more signal, but it's not necessarily a definitive signal like some are portraying it.
Other accounts claim they use a VPN to hide their real location or were tagged while traveling.
Location finder was left on, and it still says that it was posting from the United States. On the wall behind me, I've got the citizenship certificate.
Just another reminder to be cautious.
I would always take it with a grain of salt and see if somebody else that I know and trust that have a proven track record of providing accurate information is also sharing it.
Tim Brooke, CTV News, Calgary.
It appears some Edmonton bakeries have found the perfect recipes for growth, even amid uncertainty in the economy. Duchess Bake Shop on 124th Street is bringing its kitchen, retail store, and bakery all under one roof. They recently purchased the space next door. The co-founder hoping the added space will build on their customer base.
To create places where people can organically interact and meet each other and have dates, have meetings, and just that's where great things come out of.
The shop expecting to open the retail section of the store in the coming days. The new teaching kitchen and event space will launch early in the new year.
7:37, you're taking a live look at downtown Edmonton. The view becoming a little bit obscured. We are seeing flurries here in the city once again, and we could see those on and off throughout the morning and afternoon. Temperature-wise, not expecting much of a change. We're at -12 in Stony Plain, the airport, as well as the Blatchford station. Elk Island, -13. Winds fairly light to calm. Temperatures in the city, -11 and -12. We might lose a degree, but as we go throughout the day, we'll probably just hang around -12. Morning flurries, and then as we go throughout the rest of the day, a chance we could see some scattered flurries. Fairly cloudy for this Friday. Wind remaining light. Your 5-day forecast for tomorrow, -15 to start, -14 for a high. Chance of scattered flurries in the morning, but as we go throughout the mid and later part of the day, a better chance of seeing some snow, possibly about 2 to 5 centimeters, and then Sunday, -16 to start, -8 for a high. We could see a few breaks in the cloud as we get into the afternoon. Warmer for Monday and Tuesday, -3 and -4, but that is where the warming ends. After that, our temperatures drop off quite a bit as we go throughout the mid and later part of next week. I'll have those details. Your 10-day forecast coming up in 15 minutes. The Art of Banksy Without Limits is in Edmonton for a limited time after its incredible worldwide success. Explore 200 of the artist's works, such as his original art, prints, photos, and sculptures. Enter for a chance to win a pair of VIP passes at ctvedmonton.ca. Kent.
Thank you, Corey. You were taking a live look at Grinnell Bridge, and plenty of lights out there as people make their way through the conditions. The conditions are tricky once again with the snow falling on top of the ice that solidified after the slush yesterday. So it's a grindy one out there once again today. Let's take a look at the map, and you can see crashes are starting to build up. Northwest Henday near 127th Street, there's a crash. East Henday southbound after 153rd Avenue. Eastbound Henday was really tough yesterday morning. And in the residential area of 9th Avenue and 113th Street, there's also a crash. But you can see all that red, particularly on the west and southwest Henday, the west White Mud as well. It's just updating. The red's going to come back. Fox Drive also slow. So it's going to be a slower drive once again today because the conditions call for it.
Yeah, and I didn't have a chance to add it. A new collision, 170th Street and White Mud.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Major traffic area there, so probably slowing things down quite a bit.
Yeah, so if you haven't head out the door yet, you're going to have to take that into consideration as well. Okay, it's time for us to check in on our holiday song bracket. We're switching sides today to more traditional tunes, and this is a tough matchup coming up today. But first, we have to get to the results of yesterday. We had Frosty the Snowman up against Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's Rudolph taking it by a nose, you could say. Shiny, bright red one. 9 votes separating the two. I thought Frosty was going to win. I thought Frosty was going to take it.
I thought so too, but maybe that's just because I liked it more.
Yeah, I should say.
Yeah.
I wanted Frosty to win.
I wanted Frosty to win, yes.
You decided that Rudolph should move on, so that's what's going to happen. So we move on to today's matchup.
Yeah, for the sentimental side of the bracket, we have It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas versus We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Both foundational to the holidays. We Wish dates back to 16th century, the West Country of England. The other song, more recent, dating back to the 1950s.
Rumored to be from a hotel stay in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
So
That's
I don't know if that
cool.
factors into your vote or not, but perhaps.
Yeah, and this is easier, these two words. Text beginning for It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, and merry for We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So beginning or merry for those two songs.
See, I like the underneath, the deep, it's beginning to look, you know, that's nice.
Totally.
But like the we wish you, I like the, like a little to it.
I feel like It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. I'm listening to that at home.
It's cozy.
Yeah, it's cozy. The other one, it's like you go into the shops and it's a little more exciting.
That's right. That's right. So you decide the vibe. What is going to move on? Your votes will make that choice. We'll reveal the winner coming up on Monday and introduce the next matchup.
Yeah.
So have your say on the text line. We'll be right back.
Help us build a mountain of toys. Donate today at ctvedmonton.ca. Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
As 2025 comes to a close, Google has unveiled the searches that defined our year, from the stories that captured the attention of Canadians to the personalities dominating the conversation. CTV's John Vanavalley Rao breaks down the trends that had Canadians curious.
When it comes to summing up the year that's gone by, what better to look at than the things Canadians Googled in 2025? And one subject came up more than any other. The Blue Jays, who gave us some of the year's most memorable moments, including this Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Grand Slam against New York. And in the category of news and events, these two words were the year's most looked up, followed by Canadian election results, Iran, LA fires, and the Charlie Kirk shooting. As for the person Googled the most, Mark Carney topped the list.
This was an election year, and Canadians were following the election every step of the way.
Serial killer Ed Gein came in second. He was the subject of a Netflix true crime series. When it comes to athletes, 4 of the top 5 Googled were Blue Jays, including rookie Treya Savage, and rounding out the list, Canadian tennis star Victoria Mboko, who at age 18 won the National Bank Open in Montreal. As for searches, starting with what, among the most popular were, what does elbows up mean? What time is the Jays game today? And what does 6-7 mean? A meme that caught on fast with kids and has no fixed meaning, part of its appeal. The top why questions: why is Canada Post on strike? Why did Trudeau resign? And why do baseball players spit? When it comes to the top searched word in pop culture, it was La Boo Boo, a line of plush toys that went viral, followed by Bianca Censori's Grammy dress.
My name is Happy Gilmore.
Well, the top searched movie was Happy Gilmore 2. And the most Googled song, Golden, from the animated musical K-pop Demon Hunters. A year that had its golden moments as we count down the final weeks to 2026. John Vanavalley Rao, CTV News, Toronto.
Harmony at Rutherford is a seniors community in southwest Edmonton that is so lovely. We're going to take you on a tour today, multiple areas, and talk to different residents as well. But first, we want to talk about the difference about this place with Alex Shipman. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning,
Welcome back to the show. Good. Thank you so much. So tell us, like, what makes this so different than other communities?
Yeah, so what you'll find is Harmony is a new take on retirement living. So when you go to another retirement community, you'll notice they're very regimented. Set meal times, set menu, set seating. and that's not what anybody wants. So here at Harmony, in our restaurant, you can come and eat whenever you want to. There's no set menus. Here at Harmony, you'll go into one of our suites and you'll notice how bright it is, how every single suite has stainless steel appliances, full kitchen, in-suite laundry, a balcony, which is very important to many people. So our goal is just to help that transition be much smoother, allowing our residents to do what they want when they want to.
I hear that some residents take part in the dining club. So what is that?
They receive a credit each month, and they have the ability to have breakfast, lunch or dinner and use that credit to put towards it. They can treat their family, they can treat their friends, but they also are able to use our bistro where they can have fresh baked goods, coffee anytime they want to at no cost. It's just a perk. We have lunchtime specials, we have dinner specials. We also have what's called a tuck shop, so they can get milk, bread, etc. everyday essentials, so like having a convenience store within the building.
Sounds great, Alex. Do you still have availability?
No, we do. We have we have a couple of one-bedrooms left, and we have right now we have a two-bedroom left. So one thing I really encourage people is to not wait till spring. That's what many people think, is they're not going to sell their house, which is not true. We all know how hot the housing market is right now. So I encourage people to come to our open house, give me a phone call, set up a time. I'll show you around a building, explain what we have to offer, show you a suite, and just don't leave it too long, otherwise you're going to be disappointed.
For sure. Alex, as always, thank you so much for being here with us. If you want a tour, come see it yourself. Harmony at Rutherford is having an open house December 6th between noon until 4. And for more information, head to the website below.
We are reflecting on the week that was and putting a spotlight back on some of our favorite stories. For me, it's the students and staff at Northwest College hacking toys to benefit kids with disabilities. So they're taking toys apart to make them more accessible. 40 different items transformed doing this, including a popular Lilo and Stitch that was fresh from the box. Buying accessible toys can be expensive, upwards of $100 each. But by applying their expertise, these people are making a big difference for a lot of families.
They're creating a switch or an adaptive tech into that toy. So children that have limited mobility in their hands can now just have to press one button, making it easier for them to play with the toy.
So I'm adapting this super fun koala toy for a child with an experience of disability so that they can engage in play alongside their peers and like any other child.
All these adapted toys will be donated to children in the Edmonton area through Makers Making Change. Very cool stuff.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, way to go, everybody.
Yeah, it's just something so simple. Well, I don't know about the...
Simple for them.
Simple for them.
Not for us.
But making it simple for a child who has different... Yeah. Great. My best of the week is a two-parter, both revolving around animals. First, the Vancouver Island marmot is making a comeback. Conservationists say there are now 427 living in the wild, a major milestone for a species once on the brink of extinction. It took more than 2 decades to reach the 400 milestone. A captive breeding program done in collaboration with the Calgary and Toronto zoos has been key. Experts say without these efforts, the species would likely be extinct, which would be a shame because they're very entertaining, especially with their sibling rivalry.
They're really rambunctious. They're a lot of fun to watch in the wild. And then they'll stop and they'll go and they'll boop noses, which is a pair bonding activity. Boop.
And the work being done is thanks to donations from Canadians wanting to see this made-in-Canada species thrive. Adorable.
Yeah, that's very good stuff.
Now, this next one is amazing. We have some major developments on the exploits of a drunken raccoon in West Virginia.
He managed to knock down all the bottles, drink some of the beverages, and then stumbled into the bathroom where he ultimately locked himself in there.
Police responded to the break-in and found the raccoon passed out in the bathroom, right between the garbage can and the toilets. We now know how he got in. It came in through the ceiling, then helped itself to some of the liquor sitting on bottom shelves.
Whoa, whoa.
Yep. The officer said bottles were smashed. The alcohol was pooled all over the floor. The raccoon was taken to an animal shelter to sober up. It was released back into the wild a few hours later. He was fine. How long did it take him to get over his little hangover? Only a few hours.
This goes back to his friends and is like, you won't believe.
No kidding, Randy the raccoon was just...
How did it lock the door?
No kidding, Just don't want anyone to come in here.
No. Little privacy, please. Yeah. Let me just get through this by myself.
We're back after the break.
Hopefully it's okay.
I think so.
Help us build a mountain of toys. Donate today at ctvedmonton.ca. School Day Forecast is brought to you by the Alberta Teachers Association. Strong schools equal a strong Alberta.
7:58, you're taking a live look through the River Valley Skycam. Snow here in the city. We were talking about how it'll be falling as we go throughout the morning and then a chance as we go throughout the afternoon. -12 is our temperature right now. It's kind of where we're going to hang throughout much of the day. We might lose a degree, but then just hang around -12. Colder to the north. Fort McMurray -28. Fort Chipewyan, that cold will still push a little bit further south. So southern areas of the province will see their temperatures drop a bit more. Here's your school day forecast brought to you by the Alberta Teachers Association. Stronger schools equals a stronger Alberta. -13 for the kids heading out, and then our temperature hanging around -12. We could see scattered flurries on and off as we go throughout the day today. -15 to start tomorrow morning. Could see a few more flurries in the morning, but it's mid and late day where we could see about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. -16 to start Sunday, -8 for a high. We see a few breaks in the cloud. And then Monday and Tuesday, -3, -4. Nice little warm up, but it's short-lived. After that, our temperatures take a bit of a dive. By late next week into next weekend, we could have daytime highs around -17 and -18. Overnight lows below -20. But again, for today, -12, on and off scattered flurries. Be careful out there. The road's not great.
Milestones, brought to you by Coolman's Flower Shop. Colorful, fresh designs for any occasion.
Happy 8th birthday, Harvey. Much love from Mom, Dad, Maeve, Bertie, Pip, and Dolly.
Wishing Luciano a happy early 10th birthday. Officially double digits. Love Mom, Dad, and Mateo.
And a happy 45th birthday goes out to Daisy. Love from Emily and Opa.
Submit your milestone at ctvedmonton.ca under Your Morning. You could win a $100 gift card to Coolman's Greenhouse, which we draw for every week.
Quick morning mystery, everybody. Many people in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia believe this song was written here. They say Meredith Willson was staying at Yarmouth's Grand Hotel when he created it. It refers to a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. The park being Frost Park, which is directly across the road from the Grand Hotel. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, which is up in our bracket today, up against We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Have your say on the text line. It's time now for the news you need to start your day. Here on Friday, December 5th.
I was really hoping this council was going to make some tough decisions and say no.
Exasperation on council after the group fails to lower a proposed property tax increase.
He's not going to be back, I don't think.
Audio issues and hecklers. Many in the crowd for Dave Chappelle's Edmonton show call it a disaster. The city is covered in ice this morning. We'll have to scrape our way through it. A slippery walk and commute. Your morning starts right now. Just after 8 o'clock. Welcome to your Friday morning, Edmonton. The city's budget is now set, and it's frustrating many Edmontonians and councillors with property taxes going up more than expected at 6.9% next year. CTV's Evan Kenny joins us live with the latest on this. So, Evan, what's all included in this tax increase?
Kent, money is set aside for the standard services. That's police, fire, waste, transit, recreation, and snow clearing. The city also fit in millions in new spending on things like additional buses, peace officers for traffic enforcement, and cleaning transit, without going over the 6.4% starting point. The extra 0.5% bump comes from an annual $11 million going to Explore Edmonton. The mayor says for every dollar put into the tourism body is a $29 return to local businesses. Back in 2022, the approved 4-year financial plan included annual tax increases near 5% each year. Now, this year, many items were considered to be cut, but ultimately the city decided not to in order to maintain city service standards.
While I appreciate all of the reduction motions, I think many of the reduction motions would have made those structural variances worse.
I was really hoping this council was going to make some tough decisions and say no.
The average Edmonton homeowner will pay $245 more in taxes next year. Now, earlier this week, Calgary City Council approved its 2026 budget. People there are getting an increase just over 1.5%. Kent?
Okay, Evan, thank you. And the province is tabling changes to parts of the Election Act. New rules would reset and remove the pro-separation Alberta Prosperity Project referendum question, which is currently before the courts to decide whether or not it's constitutional.
If we allow the process to proceed in the Forever Canada petition as it is, that a different petition will have to go through the same rigors and get those signatures that they need. Simultaneous. Sure, but piggybacking, no. There will be no...
Justice Minister Mickey Amery says that the province would allow both questions regarding separation to proceed as long as they meet signature requirements and are constitutional. It will not combine them. The Forever Canada question is, do you agree that Alberta should remain within Canada? The Alberta Prosperity Project wanted a referendum question to ask, quote, do you agree that the province of Alberta shall become a sovereign country and cease to be a province in Canada? Spokesperson for the Prosperity question says he's surprised but believes this can be overcome.
It's pretty much guaranteed that we're gonna. That we're gonna have the ability to go out and gather signatures on our constitutional question, and that we're going to get our signatures, and we're going to be having a constitutional referendum on our question by the fall of 2026. We're excited about it.
The changes would also require more paperwork for canvassers and bring in higher penalties for retaining personal information. The act also limits names for future political parties, banning words related to the current or legacy parties. Words like conservative, Liberal, Democratic, and Wild Rose cannot be included. Now, former UCP MLAs Peter Guthrie and Scott Sinclair are currently in a legal battle with the province over their attempt to use the Progressive Conservative Party name for their rebrand of the Alberta Party. The amendment also includes deterrent for long ballot petitions. Earlier this week, comedian Dave Chappelle took to the stage for his first ever Edmonton performance, and many in the audience don't think he's going to come back.
Dave Chappelle, we're really, really, really sorry.
An apology song for Chappelle after his stop here. The show, a hot topic of conversation on Virgin Radio, with callers describing what many consider to be a disaster. People in the crowd say hecklers ruined the experience. There were also audio issues. And Chappelle apparently told the crowd it was the first time in his career that he could not wait to get off stage. There's no video of any of this because cell phones were banned from the event.
3/4 of the way through, that's when the crowd kind of got a little rude, I'll say. Yeah, rude.
Chappelle's tour continues through North America. He's in Portland tonight. Streets and sidewalks are covered in snow, and there is ice underneath this morning. The slush from yesterday has hardened up, and the city is reminding people to clear the areas in front of their homes. Scooping up the snow and the ice on the sidewalk not only benefits you, but your neighbors. Local hardware store says sand is popular for traction, but not ideal for melting, and a strong shovel is key.
Metal edge on the bottom is also great if you have any ice and you want to try to scrape it in, because you don't have to worry about cracking and breaking the plastic as much.
The city bylaw requires people to clear their sidewalks, or they could face a fine of up to $100. And certainly the shoveling, the scraping is going to be required today, given the snow that's all fallen on top of that ice, Corey.
Yeah, that's right. So once you get the snow off of the sidewalk, you'll have some ice probably underneath it, so maybe needing some melt or some sand to help reduce the risk of slipping and falling there. As we look outside right now, we've got traffic heading in towards downtown. It looks like it's been picking up. There's multiple collisions now. We'll be talking about that shortly. Not great out on Edmonton roads. Today's high -12. Average seasonal high is -5. So below that, right now, as we take a look at the satellite radar, we've got snow and flurries coming in from the northwest, pushing to the east-southeast. Through much of the city right now, a bit of a break on the south side of the city, mostly to the north, a little bit heavier towards St. Albert, a little bit heavier north of Spruce Grove as well as Stony Plain. We're seeing this out towards Drayton Valley, Rocky, Ponoka, Stettler. This is going to pull to the southeast as we go throughout the day today. -12 right now. Wind is light at the airport. Also -12, wind light. The wind should remain light as we go throughout the day today. And our temperature will just kind of hang around that -12. As we go throughout the morning, snow and flurries, but then as we get into the afternoon, a chance of scattered flurries. -15 to start tomorrow, -14 for a high. Mid-late day, we could see 2 to 5 centimeters, so a better chance of seeing even more snow later tomorrow. And then Sunday, we should get a break from that, -8 for a high, and a little bit of sun poking through. It's that festive time again, and we're celebrating with our Holiday Cheer House of the Year contest. Just send us a picture of your outdoor holiday display, and you could win $500 cash. Enter at ctvedmonton.ca or follow the QR code on your screen. Good luck and happy holidays. Kent.
Thank you, Corey. The draw for next year's FIFA World Cup is a few hours from now. As a host, Canada is already placed in Group B. Many simulators are trying to figure out who else could be in the bracket.
They've already got Switzerland.
Oh!
Hey!
How fun. Canada is currently ranked 27th in the world. FIFA is bringing out the stars for the draw today. Big names like Tom Brady, Shaquille O'Neal, Wayne Gretzky, Aaron Judge will all be there. Now, Argentinian superstar Lionel Messi still has not decided whether he plans to play. You can watch the full coverage of the draw for next year's World Cup on TSN starting at 10 this morning. And those Edmonton Oilers appear to be shaking free of a mediocre start of the season, blasting the Seattle Kraken on home ice last night.
Against Grubauer. Rebound fired home from a sharp angle, and there's the hat trick for Connor McDavid.
Here come the hats. Captain Connor McDavid thrilled with his 13th career 3-goal game, 4th in franchise history now as far as the rankings of career hat tricks go. McDavid had 3 goals and an assist. Leon Draisaitl had 1 goal and 3 assists. Edmonton pouring it on with 3 goals in every period. Matt Savoy scored twice. Vasily Podkolzin, Zach Hyman, Matthias Janmark also finding the back of the net. 9-4 the final. Cal Pickard had 28 saves for the victory. Philip Grubauer on the other end. He just looked fed up by the end. Oilers starting to roll. They host the Winnipeg Jets tomorrow night. All right, let's take a look at your drive. This is one small section of it, the Canal Bridge, which seems to be going slow but steady at this point. Tricky making some of those turns at higher speeds. So everybody being conservative this morning, which is good, but also it is slow. And there are plenty of slow patches on the big map today. A lot of red out there. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, the crashes. Major collision, 97th Street and 160th Avenue. So avoid that area if you can. 153rd Avenue eastbound at 59A Street. White Mud Drive and 170, which is a high volume area for the morning commute. Northbound on the Henday near 127th Street, east Henday southbound after 153rd Street as well. So there are a handful of collisions out there, slow in many other sections. The West Henday, the Yellowhead, White Mud, East White Mud, Gateway, Southwest Henday, all those usual commuter routes are very slow right now. Well, still ahead, the Toronto Blue Jays reportedly courting another top free agent, plus traveling toddler with expensive taste. Your sidebar stories are still coming.
Here's a look at your Edmonton gas prices. Not changing a whole lot from yesterday. The average gas cost $1.14.2. Highest gas price is $1.25.9. And for the cheapest gas, I could find a station at 102.9. That's the Shell on 36th Street and 153rd Avenue.
Gas prices brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
The holiday hustle is in full swing, so it's important to slow down and take a moment to enjoy the moments. Lifestyle expert Chloe Sugar is here with festive ideas to do just that and make this holiday the most magical one ever. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Great. Great to have you with us. And for those maybe wanting to get their list going and get some shopping done, where can we go to grab everything we need for the holidays?
Of course. Well, you know what? I always say if I don't make my home sense run, someone call the doctor, there's something wrong. It's like literally, they can always, like, I just check off 90% of my list there. What I love is, like, we know they always have the best decor, it kind of spruces up your home, get in the spirit. But what I was, like, amazed by is I went in and the prices were so great. Everything under $25. We got some great gift sets. And then I even went to the gift wrapping section, and that's when I knew I was, like, literally checking everything off my list, like great gift boxes, things like that. And I love stuff that, like, doubles as, like, a gift or something for myself. And at those prices, you know, I'm definitely buying for myself as well.
Perfect. Yeah, you've got to look out for yourself a little bit as well. How are you planning to celebrate the season at home?
Of course. Well, you know what? I love a quality cocktail this time of year, and Grey Goose always just seems to elevate the occasion, whether it be a cozy gathering or a festive soiree, really with that exceptional French style and that naturally flavored taste. So I'm a sucker for an espresso martini, and with that Grey Goose vodka, it really just elevates it with that rich espresso flavor and that silky smooth, super premium vodka. Great option there. Great for anyone that really loves, you know, exceptional quality craftsmanship. I also find a great gift for anyone that's in a pinch and, like, you don't know what to get them. You can never go wrong with Grey Goose. And there's so many things that you can do with it. Great on its own. So great option there as well.
Very nice. And what can we do to give back during the holidays?
Of course. Well, since we're on coffee, McCafe at-home coffee products, they always have great initiatives for the at-home for the holiday season. So with every purchase of the at-home coffee products, they're going to donate $1 to the Ronald McDonald House Canada, up to $125,000. So amazing initiative. It's really to help the Ronald McDonald House Canada and anyone, you know, the families and their children with their sick and injured kids. So great option there. So that's with any of the at-home coffee products. So ground coffee, the whole coffee, the Keurig, the K-Cup pods, which you can find online or in stores. They have the dark roast, which I love, but they also just did a hazelnut flavor for the festive season, which I'm obsessed with. So good. They also have a cute little puzzle for the initiative. So definitely something to check out and great way to give back.
Yes, for sure. And now, how can we get cozy and just really embrace the holiday spirit?
Honestly, so this year's time to get cozy with Le'Veon Rose. They have so many cute things this season, think dreamy PJs and really just little cute accessories to elevate the season. So this collection, you're going to see a lot of sparkle, shine, fun festive prints, and everything is just super, super soft. So I'm a huge fan of the flannel PJ sets. Like I said, cute, comfy. I love a plaid moment for the holidays. You got little gingerbread, mistletoe, and they come gift ready, which is great. So you can grab one for yourself, the whole family, throw them under the tree. You're good to go. And they also have really fun, like I said, accessories. So you got the slippers. They have a really cute stuffed animal collection. I have the stuffed deer here. And $10 of that will be donated to the Rose of Hope Foundation. So also another great way to just give back and stay cozy.
Awesome. Chloe, thank you so much for joining us and bringing us those ideas this morning.
Thank you so much. Have a good, happy holidays.
For more lifestyle inspiration, follow Chloe on Instagram at Chloe Sugar.
We are celebrating the holidays with the residents at Harmony at Rutherford, and somebody who can spread a lot of Christmas cheer is the chair of the social committee, Angel. Good morning, Angel.
Good morning.
So before we get into the fun Christmas stuff, let's talk about what you thought stood out to you about Harmony.
When we first started looking at places, I liked it was brand new. and I liked that we had full suites, had full kitchen. I love the island. I love the openness. The place is clean, and it still is after 4 years. And the sense of community, you get to meet a lot of people where normally when you're in your house, sometimes you're a little more isolated and you may not meet as many neighbors. I did meet neighbors, but not as many as I've met here.
And I bet you met more people through the social committee, which you've been on for a few months.
I have a great committee, and I have met more people.
You've been part of the social committee for a few months now, a great way to meet people. What are some holiday plans?
We have a fashion show coming up. We're going to the Magic of Lights in the Rad Torque Raceway. We have invited Colleen Francis Lazaruk, and she's been here before. She plays the saxophone, but 3 different sizes, and she sings, and she entertains well. I was here in December of 23. That's the first year we had been here at Christmas, and she performed, and she was great. She got the audience involved. We even sang karaoke after she left, so it was a great party.
That sounds lovely. Can I come?
Sure you can. Yes, you can.
That's so lovely.
More than welcome.
Angel, thank you so much. Enjoy your holidays here at Harmony at Rutherford.
Thank you. You too.
And if you want to check out things here at Harmony, they are having an open house on December 6th from noon until 4. For more information, you can head to the website below.
8:22, you are taking a live look through the Action Furnace River Valley Skycam. Action Furnace fixed right or it's free, -12, and it is snowing here in the city. We've been expecting to see this on and off as we go throughout the morning. Into the afternoon, a chance of some scattered flurries as well. Temperature, we are at -12. Colder to the north. That cold air is sinking further south. Red Deer was at -8, now -10. So we'll continue to see temperatures to the south of us drop off as well as that cold air sinks further south. It will start to retreat a bit on Sunday. We've got some cold days ahead of us. Spirit River, Grand Prairie, snow there. We're seeing it from Westlock, Whitecourt, Drain Valley towards Red Deer, areas in and around Edmonton, south of Vegreville, all the way down to Youngstown, Castor. This is continuing to pull to the southeast. It will do that as we go throughout the rest of the morning. Right now, lots of snow here in the city. As we go throughout the afternoon, it'll become a little bit more broken and scattered, but still we could see a few more flurries, and that'll be the case throughout the rest of the day today. Temperature-wise, we'll hang around -12. Wind will be light, and then as we go throughout the weekend, possibly even more snow for tomorrow. I'll talk about that next time we chat weather. Kent.
All right, thank you, Corey. Well, after making a splash by signing pitcher Dylan Cease, the Blue Jays are reportedly courting the player considered to be the top free agent available this winter, Kyle Tucker, visiting the Jays spring training complex in Florida, according to MLB.com. The outfielder is coming off an all-star season with the Chicago Cubs. Braden Owasco, host of the Locked On Blue Jays podcast, thinks it's unlikely the Jays can sign both Tucker and Bo Bichette, who's also a free agent.
If they get Kyle Tucker first, that really concerns me about Bo Bichette's return, because instead of going to get him right off the jump, they're now going to go out and pay a free agent that's even more expensive than he is.
Tucker is expected to command a 10-year contract worth more than $300 million.
Jermaine Franklin in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Thursday, and for it, we head to the ice. Leafs, Hurricanes, second period. Matthew Knies gets by Shane Gostisbehere, goes down, however, gets up and buries the backhand. An incredible effort from the Leafs winger. Toronto would go on to win 5-1. That is your must-see moment from Thursday. And tonight on TSN, you can see the Jets take on the Sabres. Coverage starts at 5:30 p.m. Central. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a great day.
TSN Must-See Moment, brought to you by Century Casino. 3 great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile.
Now you're going to check out this pint-sized foodie perfecting his palate.
Kid's just happy when he's got food, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, of course. Zion is a year old. and really living the life, traveling the world and eating his way through it, savoring croissants and baguettes in Paris. My. That kid doesn't know how good he's got it.
Could you imagine just be carried around and
eat bread?
Eat bread?
It'd be so great.
Totally. Now here's a family that tried to pull a fast one on mom.
I need to go to the doctor. I truly need to. I need to go to the doctor. I don't remember any of these pictures.
While she thought she was losing her mind, her daughters convinced her that she wore a turkey costume last year with her grandkids, and they wanted her to do it again. They had fake pictures and everything, even getting their dad involved. They did eventually fess up and tell mom the truth. That, you know what, seeing is believing to a certain point. Like,
sure.
Those are convincing photos.
That seems like quite the attack on mom.
Totally. Yeah, you might send her over the edge.
I don't know. Is that a good spirit? I guess it is.
It is, but I feel with you on that.
We're on the edge there. Yeah. We're on the edge. This is a little bit
Poor
mean.
mom.
But we like this one. It's a block party, Brooklyn style. They call this a stoop session. It's a live band, big sound system, lights, and they're all singing together. It's a neo-soul stoop session held by the organization called The Soapbox Presents. They put these parties on every Saturday, which is
amazing.
Very fun. Similar to the grocery store party that we showed you here in Edmonton from
Seafood
last
City.
weekend. It's Seafood City. Yeah. They rock it as well. It's time for us to take a break. We'll be right back.
Your Morning Edmonton's Kitchen, provided by Trail Appliances and KitchenAid.
Good morning. It is 8:30 here on a Friday. Hopefully you're off to a great start to your day. Maybe you're getting the shoveling and the scraping in early. Maybe you're saving it for after work. Either way, it's probably going to have to get done. And there may be even more snow by the time people get home, Corey.
That's right. And then a little bit more in the forecast for tomorrow. So we're not done with the snow after today. There's more in the forecast for tomorrow. I guess I could call it a snowcast. As we go throughout the next couple of days, our temperatures have dropped off. Everything that was wet is now frozen. Very poor conditions out there. I will talk about that and have your 5-day forecast in 6 minutes. Ken.
Thank you, Corey. Well, Edmontonians will be paying more than expected in property taxes next year. City Council solidifying the budget with a 6.9% tax increase. CTV's Evan Kenny joins us now live with the latest on this. So, Evan, what does this actually mean for Edmonton homeowners?
Kent, it means the average homeowner will pay $245 more in taxes next year. The city's goal at the beginning of the week was to keep that at a $230 increase. Councillors managed to add millions in new spending for things like new buses, peace officers for traffic enforcement, and transit cleaning without raising taxes above the 6.4% starting point. The extra 0.5% comes from a yearly $11 million for Explore Edmonton. The mayor says while he appreciates the motions put forward to reduce the budget, he says the budget contains structural variances. That refers to areas where current funding can't achieve the service standards city policies promise.
There's a lot I can stand behind, but there's a lot I can't stand behind in this budget.
Many of my constituents have clearly expressed that they cannot afford another tax increase, and I feel the budget does not adequately reflect their concerns.
The 6.9% increase is higher than when the 4-year financial plan was passed in 2022. That plan included an annual tax hike near 5% for all 4 years. For the final 3 years of that plan, the actual increases were much higher. Kent?
Okay. Evan, thank you. Well, new this morning from Statistics Canada, our country gained 54,000 jobs in November, mostly due to part-time work, and Alberta led the country in job growth, our province gaining 29,000 jobs in November, the second significant increase in Alberta in 3 months. Our unemployment rate falling more than 1 percentage point, now at 6.5%. That's also the unemployment rate across the entire country. Charges have been laid following the death of a 22-year-old man over the weekend. Police say the man was stabbed and dead when officers found him Saturday night near 160A Avenue and 83rd Street. An injured 53-year-old woman was taken to hospital. A 25-year-old man has been charged with second-degree murder, attempted murder, and arson. Police say the suspect and the two victims knew each other. The city says work on the southbound low-level bridge is nearly complete, but there are still some traffic headaches ahead. The low-level bridge southbound will close to traffic tonight and remain closed for the weekend for work there. It's to remove temporary traffic crossovers used during construction. Beginning Monday, there will be single-lane closures between 7 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon for meridian barrier installation and line painting. That will all last until Saturday. The sidewalk on the northbound bridge and the shared pathway underneath stay open. The city says construction is expected to be finished ahead of schedule with traffic fully restored in the coming weeks. Two founding members of Canada's Net Zero Advisory Board have resigned, accusing the Carney government of not seeking the group's advice on key decisions, namely the Alberta Energy Deal and Bill 5. The Net Zero Advisory Body was created in 2021 to help set emission targets and with Canada's emission reduction plan. Former co-chair and co-founder Simon Donner announcing his resignation this week, citing the government changing its climate priorities. His fellow co-founder, Catherine Abreu, also resigning, saying the group's function had been significantly curtailed as to serve in name only. Alberta Prosperity Project is defending itself from claims that social media is being run by someone outside the country. It says a new feature on X that shows a user's location is wrong. CTV's Tim Brooke explains.
The leader of the Alberta separatist movement says it's picking up steam.
It doesn't come with, with pomp and circumstance, but it is shifting, and so those are positive signs for us in our movement.
Head online, and it's easy to believe. The town square is filled with almost non-stop separatist sentiment, but not everything is as it seems.
Our information environment is increasingly becoming a rage economy. And what we're seeing is foreign actors, foreign individuals sort of monetizing our polarization.
A new X feature shows the location of accounts, and many of those pushing separation don't appear to be from Alberta or even Canada.
They don't really have an interest in what's going on. The sentiments are probably not genuine. They just want to get the engagement.
But while some foreign actors have been exposed, others are now claiming there's been a mistake. Take the Alberta Prosperity Project, which has more than 15,000 followers, including the Premier. Its communications team tells us the APP is purely Alberta-rooted and that the new location feature raises critical questions about privacy and free expression.
So this is one more signal, but it's not necessarily a definitive signal like some are portraying it.
Other accounts claim they use a VPN to hide their real location or were tagged while traveling.
Location finder was left on, and it still says that it was posting from the United States. On the wall behind me, I've got the citizenship certificate.
Just another reminder to be cautious.
I would always take it with a grain of salt and see if somebody else that I know and trust that have a proven track record of providing accurate information is also sharing it.
Tim Brooke, CTV News, Calgary.
It appears some Edmonton bakeries have found the perfect recipe for growth, even with continued economic uncertainty. Duchess Bake Shop on 124th Street is bringing the kitchen, retail store, and bakery all under one roof, recently purchasing the space next door. The co-founder hopes that this added space will help build on their customer base.
To create places where people can organically interact and meet each other and have dates, have meetings, and that's where great things come out of.
The shop expecting to open the retail part of the store in the coming days, the new teaching kitchen and event space to launch early in the new year. And the doors are open for the Butterdome Craft Sale, promoted as the largest handmade market in Alberta. The Butterdome event has been happening since 1980. This year, there are more than 225 vendors from as far away as Prince Edward Island. Organizers expecting record crowds with the push to shop local and shop Canadian. The Butterdome Craft Sale runs to the end of the weekend.
8:37. You're taking a live look through the River Valley Skycam. Snow, we can see it falling on the screen there. And traffic, looks like it's slowing a little bit. It has not been great this morning. Temperature-wise, we are cold. Everything that was wet yesterday is frozen. There's snow on top of it. Very slick conditions on roads and sidewalks. Stony Plain -12. The airport also -12. Elk Island and Mayo -13. And Blatchford -12. Winds fairly light throughout the region, and the wind should remain light as we go throughout the day. Stations in the city coming in at -11 and -12. For today, our temperature will hang around -12. We might lose a degree, but then -12 is our high for today. Morning flurries, and then as we go throughout the afternoon and evening, a chance we could see some more scattered flurries. It will start to break up a little bit more, though. For tomorrow, -15 to start, -14 for a high. Mid-late day, looks like as we go throughout the afternoon and early evening, we could see about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. And then Sunday, -16 to start, -8 for a high. A little bit warmer for Monday and Tuesday, -3 and -4. But then after that, our temperatures take a bit of a dip. Even colder for later parts of next week and next weekend. Those details in 15 minutes. The Art of Banksy Without Limits is in Edmonton for a limited time after its incredible worldwide success. Explore 200 of the artist's works, such as his original art, prints, photos, and sculptures. Enter for a chance to win a pair of VIP passes, ctvedmonton.ca. Kent.
Thanks, Corey. Let's take a look at the commute. And it is snowier out there. You can see it starting to cover up some of the lanes on the White Mud here, Canal Bridge area. So that continues to be an issue and slow things down for your drive this morning as we finish up rush hour. Yeah, it's just a bit grindy out there and a lot of red on the map and collisions as well. So let's get to the crashes first. Major one, 97th Street and 160th Avenue. There's also a crash 153rd Ave eastbound at 59A Street. White Mud Drive and 170th Street, which is a busy section. Northwest Henday near 127th Street. East Henday southbound after 153rd. And a lot of slow sections on the Henday, Southwest, the West, Gateway Boulevard, Roper Road, 75th. Yellowhead as well. It's just going to take you extra time once again today out there. Well, the search for savings, Canadians are turning to technology at the grocery store. CTV's Alison Banford explains how this informed shoppers can cut costs.
I need apples.
Wally Atawoyan is looking for the best deals on groceries.
If I can get the cheapest, I will definitely go for it.
Helping in the search is an app he created, MyFlyer. It allows consumers to compare prices, and if shoppers are willing to go to more than one store, it can generate the most cost-effective trip based on drive time and gas.
If you can get that kind of information at your fingertips for cheaper, locally, I think that would be great.
Atawoyan still needs food price data before the app can go public. It would add to a growing list of digital supports that already exist. Some connect consumers with discounted items nearing expiration. Others allow them to browse digital flyers. But experts say even that can be limiting.
Not every product makes it into a flyer on a weekly basis. So there are deals in stores that retailers are offering that people do not know about.
Better Cart Analytics is working on its own app for the new year that would give consumers access to a full catalog of product prices.
We'd like to be able to show consumers what is a regular price and how far or deep that promotion actually is if it is on sale.
Reducing the amount of food waste can also stretch a household budget without the need for an app.
We want to buy just what we need. We want to use it up after we make it, and we want to store it right.
Understanding best before dates is also key to limiting food waste. The date refers to peak freshness and doesn't necessarily mean the product has gone bad. Alison Bamford, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Harmony at Rutherford is a vibrant seniors community in Southwest Edmonton, and part of the reason is because the people, the residents that are here. I am joined by Pat. We're in the woodworking shop in the parkade level. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning.
So I hear that you are quite helpful around Harmony, very hands-on with a lot of things. What do you enjoy most about living here?
Well, the people, the residents are friendly and
And we always have a good time. Every day we socialize.
For anybody who is looking at Harmony at Rutherford as a place to live, what would you say to them?
Well, this is a great place to be. It's friendly, and everybody socializes. And nobody stays in their apartment. They all come out, and the food is good.
How long have you been a resident here for?
2 years.
2 years now. You met a lot of people, especially here doing some of the hobbies that you are doing, but what kind of activities do you like doing here specifically?
You know, I like to play poker. We have that once a week, and play pool and crib, and I work out in the fitness room regular.
I hear that you are actually part of the reason why this woodworking shop is here, why it exists.
Yes, when I started here, when I moved here, they were just starting to build it, so I volunteered to come in here, and we built the shop, woodworking shop, and the craft room and the storage room here.
Tell me about some of the projects you've worked on. What have you created?
Yeah, well, I made a lot of cutting boards for years. I built a dozen cutting boards and different types and sizes, and I also did intarsia woodworking for years, for when I first retired. All different types of figurines, and I enjoyed that for years.
Excellent. Pat, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Come see for yourself. The open house here at Harmony at Rutherford takes place December 6th between noon until 4. For more information, you can head to the website below.
Brought to you by A Very Merry Pops with your Edmonton Symphony Orchestra. Learn more at winspearcenter.com. Wake up with Your Morning Edmonton. Brought to you by CIR Realty. Making real estate easy in Edmonton, Red Deer, and Central Alberta.
Well, if you have a tech lover on your holiday shopping list, we have some of the hottest items here for gifting this season. Matt from Best Buy Canada is here to show us the goods. Good morning to you.
Morning, Corey.
So I imagine things are starting to get a little bit busy at the store and at Best Buy, and but there's still things out there that people need to go pick up, and this is the time to do it.
Absolutely. If you're looking for some gift inspiration, head to bestbuy.ca, sign up for a My Best Buy account, check out our holiday gift guide, and you'll get a ton of inspiration for some really good gift items.
Awesome. And we're going to start off with some really cool gifts today. Why don't we go right to the Switch?
Yeah, so this one's at the top of many people's wish list, and this is the Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle.
Okay.
Now, this thing is, Nintendo absolutely packs a punch with this. It's got a really nice large display, vivid colors. It's been engineered super well too, so the Joy-Cons magnetically just like snap on and off on the sides.
Okay.
With a new feature too, it's called Game Chat. You can actually, with a built-in mic on the system, you can connect and talk to friends while you're playing with them. And with a camera add-on, you can do video chat, all while playing, for example, the new Mario Kart World game.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool to be able to, talk to people that you're maybe passing or beating you when you're playing Mario Kart. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and have fun with family and friends that way. This next item is really cool as well. These glasses are so unique.
Yes, it's a tech lover's must-have, and that's the Oakley Meta Vanguard glasses. So if you're an outdoor enthusiast with these ones, you can take action shots on the go with the built-in camera. It's also got an open ear design, but you're able to listen to your pump-up tunes while you're snowboarding, biking, whatever it may be. So it's very, very cool. Obviously, it's going to be sweat and dust and sort of weather resistant to the elements. You don't have to worry about it as a piece of tech when you're taking it out and about. 9-hour battery life and a 36-hour extra battery life charge if you're using it with the case that comes with the actual glasses. And
so you can take it for a weekend and you're good to go.
Totally, yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, with Meta AI integrated into it, you get all sorts of health analytics and data that just really enhance the overall experience with the glasses.
Okay, maybe for a homeowner or a new homeowner, these next items are a great option.
Yeah, so if you want an upgrade to your smart home security, then the Google sort of lineup is fantastic. So first off, we have the Google Nest Video Doorbell. And then we have the Google Nest outdoor security cameras. And so both of these have 2K video quality. So whether you're, getting good shots during the daylight hours, you're also going to get that at nighttime too with its night vision features. I've got the video doorbell myself, and I had a raccoon show up on my porch in the middle of the night, and in the morning I got a notification, was able to see the little critter running around my porch. Super cool what kind of data and analytics you'll get with this. And if you have the premium subscription to Google Home with Gemini, you get all sorts of insights into your home and like what's going on around it. So if you want to track packages being delivered or who's showing up at your home when you're not there, you get all that data with these products.
Perfect. And if people aren't coming into store, what's the best way to find these deals?
Yeah, so just head to bestbuy.ca. Again, I'd recommend creating a My Best Buy account. It's free to do so, and you get all sorts of perks and promotions added with that. And then you can do quick and easy storefront pickup with our online shopping on bestbuy.ca.
Perfect. Matt, thank you so much. And again, for more tech gift ideas, check out at Best Buy Canada on your socials. Still ahead, a Vancouver man's dino display serving up Jurassic-level joy to his neighbors.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
8:54, you're taking a live look through the River Valley Skycam. You can see the flurries flying across the screen. Snowing right now here in the city, just adding to some already poor conditions on the roads and sidewalks. Everything that was wet yesterday is now frozen. It's been covered in a layer of snow. So be careful out there. On and off scattered flurries as we go throughout the day today. The most we will see will be in the morning, but then as we go throughout the afternoon and evening, we could still see a little bit more. Temperature hanging around -12. -15 to start tomorrow morning, -14 for a high. Midday, we could see 2 to 5 centimeters. And then our temperatures warm by Tuesday, -4. That's where it ends. As we go throughout the rest of next week and next weekend, temperatures take a big drop. Look at that. So this -12 doesn't look too bad.
Indeed so. Thank you, Corey. While many people are decking the halls with boughs of holly, one Vancouver man's home is decked out in dinos. He says the display is a dream come true, dating back to his childhood in Vietnam. CTV's Adam Sawatsky explains how life finds a way.
Long before Tommy the Triceratops found a home in this front yard here, Andy Vu was growing up as a dinosaur-loving boy in Vietnam.
I'm very small. I like dinosaur, but in Vietnam, very poor.
Very poor, but very positive. He could make a better life for himself in Canada.
When I come to Canada, I work hard.
He worked hard, Andy says, and smiled always.
I never work like that. I always work with my...
And never spent any money, he says, on smoking or drinking.
My money from smoking, from drinking, I kept that to go to my house.
Well, Andy started using those funds to fill his backyard with little dinosaurs for his own pleasure. When he happened upon that used Triceratops on Facebook Marketplace, he decided to buy Tommy to inspire happiness in others.
Waiting for the bus in the morning.
It's for the people waiting for the bus in the morning, Andy says, and all the others driving by. All this dynamic decorating so they can start their day with a smile. Or, even better, when he powers up his prehistoric pet, inspired Jurassic joy.
Oh, but very happy, you know?
And that's how a boy born into poverty grew up to be a man who filled his front yard with an abundance of priceless fun.
They're happy, I'm happy too.
If you want to be happy, Andy says, make others happy. Advice that will never go extinct. Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Vancouver.
Very cool.
That is spreading some joy around.
It is, for sure.
Reminder, we've got the contest on our website to submit your holiday cheer. You could win. Have a great weekend, everybody.
I'll see you Monday.
Ooh, it is frosty.
Your Morning Edmonton's Kitchen, provided by Trail Appliances and KitchenAid.